Typeform is one of the absolute best form building solutions on the entire internet. I probably discovered them about 4 or 5 years ago, and they were just absolutely beautiful, immersive forms that allowed you to really give a better experience to people who were filling out forms on your website. It was like a total separate landing page that they could go to, or you could embed it within your website. And I had pretty good success with it because it was just such a great experience. But in recent days, many of you have seen on the channel that I prefer to use a tool called Fluent Forms Pro. Fluent Forms Pro is a wonderful tool that works so well with the other plugins in the WordPress environment that I work in that it's just hard not to use it. It's so great and so wonderful, but it does lack the sort of beauty and form functionality that Typeform has. And I'm pleased to announce that that is no longer the case. As of today, there's a brand new version of Fluent Forms Pro. It's version 4 that still has all the same great look and feel of the Fluent Forms that you love, but also adds a completely new way to create forms called Conversational Forms. It is a fierce Typeform alternative, and I believe Fluent Forms Pro is about to become a fierce Typeform competitor as well. So without any further ado, let's dive in. I want to show you what it looks like and how to use it. Now, right before we do, let me make it clear to you, because of this awesome new functionality that they've come out with, they've decided to offer a very special promotion where you can get up to 40% off of annual and lifetime deals on Fluent Forms Pro, but only for the next week, as I'm recording this here on the 8th of June. So it's only for the next week, the next 5 days, I think, that this sale is on. So I highly encourage you to jump on and get this while you possibly can. You can find the link to that in the description below. It's an affiliate link. I'll get a small commission off the sale if you decide to purchase through my link. And if you do, I certainly would appreciate that. All right, let's get into the form builder so I can show you what it looks like. So right here, if we go to Fluent Forms and we are in our All Forms screen, right here we have the opportunity to add a new form. And if we go ahead and click on our drop-down arrow, we get 2 additional options here. And one of those that we have now is to create a conversational form. Okay, so that's exactly what we're going to do. We'll create a conversational form, and it's going to open that up for us. And there we go. It looks just like the form builder normally does, except now we have this additional tab right here for design. And I'll show you what that looks like in just a moment. All right, so if we look at our available fields, we now have all of the same great fields that we had before, although some of them are not included in the conversational form type just because of the kind of field that they are. For example, the standard name field is not included because you're not going to have first name, last name, etc. You would just use simple text instead and then fill in the name there. You also get the addition of a welcome screen that you can add in with this, since it is a conversational form that can be used as its own landing page. So this would have a heading and a subheading and then a start here, just exactly how Typeforms start as well. I'm going to go ahead and delete that just for our purposes here though. Okay, so let's keep it really simple. Let's do a simple text, and then we'll do an email address, and maybe we'll do a website URL. That sounds good. So we'll do that. And for our text input, we're going to come right here and give that the name designation. We'll just say that's going to be a name. All right. And then we're going to hit Save Form. Now, after we save the form, if we come right here and hit Preview, you'll notice that we can now preview the form, and this is exactly what it looks like. I can type my name right here, Steve, press Enter, and then I can type my email address. Oops, let's type it right, and then hit Enter, and then I can type my website URL. Hit Enter, and then it goes ahead and submits the form. And of course, we can actually change this message here if we would like to. So that's just a really quick preview of how it works, but there's a lot more options than that. So now we could come here to our design tab if we would like, and this is an entirely new experience for designing these forms. Of course, it's just super simple to work with. You've just got this preview going on over here, a live preview of sorts, which you can change between desktop or mobile to see what it would look like. And then over here is where we can make our changes. So maybe we want to give the entire form a background image. So we can come right here and go ahead and select a background image to give it. And there is that. And I'm going to move me way out of the way up top here. We could change the button text color. We could change the button background color. Maybe we want to go with something a little bit more bright for these colors here. And I don't know, maybe we like, maybe we want to go darker for that. I don't know. Yeah, we'll go with that dark burgundy. Sure, it's not the most beautiful thing ever, but the point is that we can change it. Okay, we can change the brightness of the background, which is pretty cool. See that? So we can absolutely adjust that without too much heartache at all. And we get some additional abilities over here. We can disable the branding if we want to. See, they're powered by Fluent Forms. That goes away as well. So we can do that. We can change our fonts right here pretty easily as well, which is nice and something that TypeForm is very adamant about allowing you to do, change those fonts as well. So we can do that over here. And of course, don't forget to save your settings when you're done making your settings so that they go ahead and commit right here. Now, if we go over to meta, we get a lot of options for how we can actually change our meta details for this page. And the reason why this is important is because it will act as a standalone landing page on your site, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. And so this allows you to actually create the title, the meta description, and the messages and everything that you need in order to make this be a standalone page on a website that looks good for search engines and also for people as they are using it. And then the final tab under design over here is share. And so this is where we can actually get the shortcode for a classic form version of the conversational form. This is where we can get the shortcode for the conversational version of it, which side note, you can also get that if we go over here to the all forms view and we look at our form, we actually see under the shortcode, we can copy either the conversational or the regular shortcode right there from that dashboard, which is very, very nice. Returning back to this page, we get our share via direct URL, so we can share on any of those platforms, or we can click to copy and actually copy that landing page URL. Of course, we can also embed via HTML, which is very, very nice. So I'm going to go ahead and do a new window here and just open up that. And there you go. It automatically builds that landing page on our website. And again, all of this, of course, works exactly the same as it did before. It wants an email, right? So mail@mail.com, right? And then website.com. Boom, there it is. And it says it must contain a valid URL. But the point is that that is how it works. And we did all of that really in no time at all with Fluent Forms that already lives on our WordPress website. So I hope you can appreciate how beautiful that this form builder is now and the upgrades that it's gotten. There are additional upgrades with this release, including compatibility with PHP 8.0, as well as some additional design additions and upgrades to the payment module integration with Fluent Forms Pro as well. So there's a lot more going on with this, but by far the major update is this conversational form functionality. So again, I just invite you to try it out for yourself. Check it out. My understanding is that you can do some things with the free version and still get conversational forms, but that there are additional fields and functionalities that you get if you're a pro subscriber as well. So while there's a lifetime deal going on and you can get discounts even on the annual versions as well, I would highly, highly recommend you go check that out. Again, the link is funneltalk.com/typeform alternative, or you can click on the link below in the description to check that out. And I'd be super, super appreciative if you did that. All right. Take care, you guys, and I hope you find this useful. We'll see you in the next video.